Hello everyone, Loaded Buggy here, back with another Call of Duty commentary. Got some more Black Ops 1 action for you. Going to be using the... what am I using in this game? The MPL, there you go. The MPL on Summit. And I don't want to spoil the outcome of this game, but this game triggered a thought for me. And yeah, I won't spoil the score for you, but it ends up not being my best game. It's definitely not, and you'll see by the gameplay that sometimes things just don't go right. And I really try to force success upon this game, and I feel like, especially with a team game like this, it really is a collaborative effort, which is often why I end up playing free-for-all when it's available for me, because I don't like having to rely on other people when it comes to these games. And sometimes you can't control the outcome of things, and sometimes things just don't go right. And I think that's what I want to talk about today, is when things just don't go right. And as you can see, this gameplay so far, it is just not going right for me, man. Like every corner, I'm finding a ghost guy, I'm finding a prone guy, I'm finding a helicopter absolutely annihilating me. It's it's just one of those situations where I am trying my absolute hardest to force an outcome and to turn the tide, to make things start going in a positive way. And I keep doing the same things over and over, expecting different results. And what's that definition of insanity? Thank you, Voss. Far Cry 3 shout out. Is his name Voss? I'm pretty sure it's Voss. But yeah, it's just whenever you do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, just because you want things to go right, it just doesn't make sense. And that's often what I do in this game, and that's often what I do in real life, is I want things to go a particular way, and whenever they don't, it can be a really frustrating thing. And I think there's many ways you can go about dealing with when things don't go right, because we all have expectations, right? We all have a expectation of how we want things to unfold, how we want our vacation to turn out, or our dinner plans to turn out, or our movie date with our spouse or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, how you want those things to turn out. And when they don't turn out the way you want, you can either be real upset, you can be mad about it, you can harp on it, you can ruin that vacation, you can ruin that date, because you were so fixated on things coming out a particular way, and you were so bummed with how they ended up turning out that you ruined the experience overall, when you could have just rolled with the punches. And sometimes rolling with the punches is the best way to go. Often in my work life, we have a lot of changes just because of the nature of the type of work that I do. And obviously I'm not going to get into specifics, but we have a lot of changes that happen monthly, sometimes weekly. A particular procedure will change because the business needs to go about things a different way. And I'm trying to be vague here, of course. And some of my coworkers have much difficulty with change, and they like things to go a certain way. They like that consistency of, hey, we want to be able to do this thing in this way for the rest of our lives, basically, and that's just not how things work out. Our business wants things to be differently, and I'm the type of person that, at least in my work life, I just roll with the punches. I mean, I just say, yes, boss, you tell me what you need done, and I just do it the way they want me to do it, regardless of whether it was completely different, or similar, or whatever from how they were doing things before. And that's just kind of how I operate. I just roll with the punches, and some people aren't okay with that, and they can make it a very abrasive work environment whenever they constantly voice their displeasure with how things are unfolding, because it wasn't how they expected it to unfold. And not that I'm a perfect person by any stretch of the imagination. I am so very far from perfect. But I think that my approach, at least in terms of my work, my approach of just rolling with the punches and being okay with and not being in control of what's happening, and whenever things just aren't unfolding the way that I want them to, I think that approach has made me a much happier person in terms of my work life. And yeah, I think this is kind of, I went on a little tangent here that was kind of a sub point of this overall topic of things not going right. But I think you are responsible for how you react to when things just don't go right. I think you're responsible for your emotion, and I think the outcome of whatever your reaction is key here. Because when things don't go right, if you don't take a positive approach, that doesn't just affect you, it affects those around you too. And that can be a very frustrating thing for your loved ones or your coworkers or whoever. So maybe whenever things don't go right next time, you just take a second, stop, evaluate, look at yourself in the mirror, say, hey, maybe I'll do better next time. I don't know. I feel like I was talking all over the place, but hopefully you guys got some value out of this commentary. And if you did, like the video, leave a comment down below. I always enjoy hearing from you guys, and maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Bye, everyone.